Hello, thrifters. Millennial Thrifter is back. I am also the Thrift Raider, if anyone would like to follow me on Instagram. And, if you like this video, which, let's be honest, I'm not the best video maker, but if you'd like to subscribe, smash that like and subscribe button. Trying to be all like the other YouTubers. Not really, but yeah. Anyway, so I am going to show you all my solds for July. I'm actually on top of shit this month. Um, I only sold like three. I only sold like 12 things. For a total of $309. It was not a record month. I sold like my average amount of things, but several of the things that I sold were a higher, like, I don't know what you call it, a higher amount of money that I paid, I guess. I did some retail arbitrage from Walmart, which you'll see in a second. The other stuff is just stuff I've picked up from garage sales and thrift stores and all that. Anyway, going forth, the first thing, this sold like on the 1st of July, I believe. Raiders of the Lost Ark. This was 3 comics in one, and look at that exciting action on the back. That is cool. Indiana Jones, 1 through 3, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Adaptation of the hit film. It was all, like, there weren't any more after this. It was only 3 comics. So, it was still sealed, obviously, not opened at least a little bit, and like you see up here, I told people, like, look, if, I can't see any flaws, if there's any little creases, I may not be able to see that, but, it's still sealed. No human hands have touched this. So yeah, that sold overnight the next day after I put it up. And when I sold some coloring books, which you saw in the last video, if you watched June. And I got all this Indiana Jones crap from like a one of these huge church garage sale or charity garage sales, and they give it all to me for $20. So I don't know exactly how much I paid for this. I'm gonna go with $1 though. I want to say it's probably around that, maybe even 50 cents to $1. We'll just say that. But yeah, I probably could have sold it for a little bit more, but I'm not sweating it. I made all my money back already just on those coloring books, which were really cool. So $15 on top of that is awesome. Next, we got this Spice Girls, Sporty Spice, Melanie C. She had her tattoos here. Let's see if this pulls up. Yeah. The tattoos and a hair extension and whatever else that black and white thing is. I do not remember. Maybe a scarf? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, yeah, so this was from 1998, the concert collection. And I actually got this for free, which is awesome. Sorry. Something happened with my phone. I got distracted. Okay, so yeah, it looks like she's missing a tooth here, but I think that's actually a gold tooth. Anyway, some close-ups of the hair extension and stuff, and her little tiny tattoos there. Someone gave this to me for free. They were just like, here you go. I don't know where they found it. I don't know where it came from. One of my best friends handed it to me through another best friend, and it wasn't in the greatest shape ever. As you can see, there's some creases and stuff. I had like watchers and views from the beginning, so that was awesome. I knew it would sell eventually. It was just a matter of time. And it took maybe a couple of months, but it finally sold for $10 to someone in Canada, and they did buy through the global shipping program, which I feel kind of bad about, because I feel like if people from Canada contact me and they say like, hey, like, can I just buy this outside of the global shipping program, I would do it. It's just Canada. But I guess I could put that in all of my descriptions, but I'm way too lazy for that, so I'm just not going to do it. So I just do global shipping. I guess I didn't put the condition in the description or in the condition area. Um, Please see condition in all pics. I swear I did though. I'm not trying to call that person out, but yeah, the condition isn't there for some reason. I did put it. Anyway, moving on. This is cool. Not the greatest picture. I think it was at my parents' house and I had to list some stuff. So I just threw this on like a blanket and did the best I could with it. This is one of those many times in my last car, kept mechanically failing. And it was like always in the shop, and I was always having to go to my parents and have them give me rides, or my boyfriend had to give me a ride or whatever. So I was over at their house, I guess, and I was listing, and yeah, that's why this picture is so terrible. But anyway, it came with these two old school controllers here. These are without the little joysticks. One is white and one is gray, as you can see. And what's funny is that when I went to ship it, I was just shipping it. I was putting it all in the box, and I looked at the controllers and I was like, these are fucking filthy. These are so filthy. So I had to wind them up, or take them out of whatever had them in, and like clean them up. I was like, I don't know why I didn't clean this up in the first place. But yeah. By the way, none of these are very popular games. That's why I allotted them all together. This is Tomb Raider 2, if you are unfamiliar with video games, is actually like a genuinely good game. Like, Tomb Raider is my all-time. If you know me, I'm a huge Lara Croft Tomb Raider nerd, so I am very biased. But it is like actually a really, really good classic game, and you can. Unfortunately, it was just so mass produced, like it's not really worth that much. So I went ahead and like passed it on. I think I have a personal copy of it somewhere. But yeah, so I went ahead and sold that one. And also remember, if you are finding PS1 games, while the green, of course, this is not working as I want it to. If you ever see like the black label, like that Tomb Raider one, most of these are all black label. I don't know about that Pong, but the Jet Moto is the green label, the greatest hits. Those are worth less than the black label ones. I know like regular video game sellers are gonna be like, duh, but some people might not know that. That's an extra tip. Anyway, $50 off of that. I consider that all free because I had already made $15. I paid $15 for all of it, and I made that back off of one game, Abe's Odyssey, I think it was. So this is all pure profit. Probably actually my best sale, or one of them. Anyway, this is nothing exciting. I found a bunch of pins in a bag and paid like $1 for them at an in-state sale. I don't even know what this means, but I assumed it to be feminist merchandise. And I have like 39 left. And I'm just hoping that someone will eventually buy like multiple lots of them. Instead, someone bought just one. So I made my money back plus a little bit of profit. But I'm not making like killer money off of these, and this is actually one of those things that I've been meaning to put on Etsy, but it's just like never happening, so whatever. Next thing is this Aladdin game. So quick story, I'll try to make it quick as possible. I met up with a guy who had a bunch of video games, and I paid him $200, and long story short, I overpaid, definitely. I did do my research, and some of the games I like actually I wanted to play. It was like 2 and 64s, some games, but none of the games were really worth much. There was a Pokemon Snap game, which surprisingly is just about worthless, even though it's a good game. And Okay, sorry, I had to make a little edit there because of some work stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't make the best deal on this, but we'll just say I paid like $5 for it because I don't know how much a piece I made. So I don't know. This went free, and here's a little seller lesson for you. So when I went to sell this, I noticed it had like a crack in, I don't know if you can see it here at all, but somewhere on the side here. And I was like, a freaking course, you know, like I didn't see the crack and I didn't show it in the pictures. So, I sent the buyer a message saying like, hey, are you okay with this? And I didn't get a message back. I went ahead and shipped it before they said it was okay, which you probably shouldn't do. The guy did eventually say it was okay to ship, but I mean, it was such a small sale. I went that if he was mad, I would just refund him and tell him to keep it. So it wasn't that big a deal. But yes, I don't know if it got the crack after I put it away or what, but there's a piece missing out of the plastic box here. Anyway, so yeah, and then he gave me good feedback. So be honest with your customers and they won't be pissed. You know, I mean, people miss stuff. Moving on. This was free. I found it out at the curb. Unfortunately, it had like this little piece right here. Come on, eBay. You can do it right there. That piece is coming off. I didn't want to completely take it off because, you know, I was thinking like somebody might repair it. What I was thinking though is that someone would buy the other pair of Borns that I have that are only $20 and has like the box and everything with it. And they're like really nice Borns. Or however, Bjorn, I don't know how you say this. But someone bought like the broken pair for $10. Maybe, honestly, I walked in them and they didn't seem to matter. That part didn't seem to matter very much at all. So maybe they're cool with that. I don't know. But did get these for free. $10 with the shipping. This I just found at Walmart. At a crease box and stuff. It was on clearance. Found it for, oh, how much did I get it for? $45. And it was actually going for like $120 on eBay. I underpriced it to sell it quickly though. I probably could have kept it around for a little while longer, but I just have too much stuff right now to really be keeping around, so I wanted to get the money quickly. So there we go, $99, and it sold, I believe, in 2 days. Next thing, the other retail arbitrage thing I did for the month, also got it at Walmart at the same time as the other one. Got it for $17 and sold it for $50 within a week. It sold like, yeah, I was thinking it might not sell at first because it wasn't getting very many views, but it did sell. Yay! And I also underpriced this. This was worth more like $70, I believe. So with those done, this one I got at a like a rummage sale that they do every year. It's very, very popular. People apparently line up for days going to it. It sucks. Anyway, but the board games were on point this year. I bought this at the same time. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I should have shown it. I know I did. One of my other videos, there's like a Pac-Man board game. I got this at the same time. It was open, but like every single thing was like still perfect. Still had like the little wristband there. I don't watch it. I've never watched this show. I love The British Office, so I'm very like snobby about The Office. Um, but I will sell the trivia games all day long because they do sell. It's so weird. This is the second trivia game I have sold. It did take a few months, probably because I had it for like $5 more than I sold it for. So I think I bought this for 3 and sold it for 20. This is part of that Indiana Jones haul. Again, I probably paid less. I want to say like, let's just say $2 for these 4 books. Probably more like $1.50. I'm not sure. I should have calculated how much. It would be not very much because I got a ton of comics, so all that factors into it. Anyway, this wasn't getting very many views either, and I didn't think somebody would buy it, but eventually it got bought. So $20. Yeah, made 18 off of that. The last thing, D&D books. I don't see very many of them. People always say, oh, pick them up when you see them, but I never see them. I only found this and had a tear at the top. Basically, it's like cardstock, and since my fiance is a giant D&D nerd, I've never played this game in my life. I don't even know how to play. But yeah, so he doesn't use stuff like this, but some people do, and this was for the 3rd edition, like he said. So sold for 20 with free shipping. So I want to say this is probably $1. No more than that, so 18 bucks. So that's the last thing I sold for July. Total for all of that was $309. My profit was $235, and with fees and everything, probably around $204. So not a terrible month for me, not the best month. I feel like this month could have been a lot better. I did start listing a lot of stuff towards the end of the month, so I'm hoping that will help me in the 4th quarter. And I mean, if your stuff is slow right now, just keep listing. I think I said this last year, but just keep listing. That's what I'm trying to do. I know it gets slow, and you go maybe, I'll go like a week with not even one sale, and it'll get aggravating, but I know eventually they will come, and quarter 4 is coming. List your Halloween stuff now. List your fall stuff, because then you'll just have it up. So anyway, that's my motivational speech. I can't even say motivational speech for today. Hope everyone is doing well, and not hoarding too much. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.